Time now 6:45. Let's get a check of live Doppler radar. As we scan the skies above us, we do find some scattered showers. We've not seen a lot of rain in recent days. We're not going to get as much as we need, but we'll take whatever we can get out there, right? Generally speaking, there are two things that are true about this batch of rain. Number one, it's pretty scattered, which means not everyone, unfortunately, is going to see it. I think a few of us certainly will see at least a few raindrops out there this morning. Number two, it's pretty light. I wouldn't expect a lot of rain out of this. In fact, my forecast calls for less than 1/10 of an inch when it's all said and done. The bulk of the activity thus far this morning has generally been along and south of Interstate 40. However, there have been a few scattered showers in northwest Arkansas. I do suspect this batch of rain right here east of Tulsa is probably going to be making its way along that 412 corridor and eventually will make its way into broader northwest Arkansas. So I think we're going to get a batch of rain. Timing is going to be between about now and about, let's say, 10 o'clock this morning. At that point, things are really tapering off for us. Out there this morning early, though, Paris seeing some rain. Clarksville's getting a good steady rain at the moment. Ozark as well. Waldron seeing a few scattered showers. Van Buren, Fort Smith, you're not seeing as much, but you've seen a couple of passing showers throughout the area. Fayetteville, Goshen, Elkins seeing a little bit more of that rain at times. Huntsville, even some showers beginning to move into places such as Bella Vista and Decatur in western and northern Benton County. As for futurecast, it allows us to pinpoint the timing of the rain this morning. Here's what 9 o'clock radar could look like. It's a model projection, but gives us a general idea of what we can expect. And you do find the majority of that activity north of Interstate 40. You progress a little bit further, late morning, early afternoon. Not only is the rain long gone, those clouds are going to break, and we'll actually enjoy a little bit of sunshine later in the day. I expect us to stay dry this weekend, likely dry through the first couple of days of next week, but that big pattern shift likely arrives on Thursday. When we talk about a pattern shift, what does that mean? Well, the tranquil, calm, mild weather likely becomes a bit more active. We'll have more storm systems to track, and I do suspect going into not only the second half of next week, but next weekend and beyond, we're probably going to see more active weather. Maybe, just maybe, we can put a dent into this drought. Climate Prediction Center outlines all of Arkansas and Oklahoma as having above average chances for some good precipitation out there. This is going to be between the 9th and the 15th. I certainly hope that that pans out. We sure could use some good soaking rains. Today, it's going to be mild out there, upper 50s, low 60s area wide. In the River Valley, low, perhaps even some mid 60s. Kind of just depends on when that sunshine breaks out. This weekend, though, is going to be cooler. Get ready for that. That system that brings you rain today drops our temperatures into the low to mid 50s this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, not bad days at all. Partly to mostly sunny skies out there. Big warm up next week, Monday and Tuesday in the mid to upper 60s. But as that pattern becomes a bit more fluid, well, we might expect a little bit more fluid coming from those skies. We'll look for some increasing chances of rain next Wednesday, Thursday, into the following weekend. I know you look at that 7-day and you say, Scott, you're optimistic, but there's only a 30% chance. What's up? It's just 7 to 8 days away. We need to see a little bit more data before we have more confidence, but I am definitely cautiously optimistic. We'll see a favorable weather pattern that can maybe, just maybe, provide that beneficial rain that we all need. Lots of burn bans out there. We discussed some earlier. Even if you're not under a burn ban, you really just shouldn't burn right now.
Yeah, right, absolutely. And I feel like too, this is the kind of weather where you can save some money. You don't have to really use the heater, or I'm not going to anyway.
Yeah.
My heater's still on.
No heater. There have been some times where I'm thinking, am I about to turn the AC on? I just opened the window. That's fine.
We did turn the AC on New Year's Eve because we had some friends over.
Yeah.
And it was like, it got hot in a hurry, you know, so we ended up having to turn it on.
Hey, it'll change, and I'm hoping it changes soon.
Me too.